Hey. Wait.
What's going on?
You got to get it going, Blake. We got some breaking news, folks.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Apparently, there's aliens, 1,000-year-old aliens in Mexico. In case you didn't know. As you can see here, we're going to show the pictures there on the screen. There's your aliens, people. So apparently they were buried in some tomb. They carbon dated it to about 1,000 years old. Yeah. Anyways, I haven't read too much about it.
We get a close up on that because
that's. Oh, here, let me get that for you. Sorry. There you go. There you go. See, they look like all the aliens we always see, right?
Weird.
I wonder what was the. I guess is this like a scientific reporting, or is this like a government announcement?
My whole thought process is, what are they trying to hide?
100%.
What else is happening right now in the world?
So super interesting. So Michael McCarthy was telling me about this documentary, and he's weirdly forgotten the freaking name of it. But I've asked him about it like several times. But there is this whole thing where it was predicted some time ago that the alien story would be used in and around this time to distract the population from some other shit.
Really?
Essentially.
I was just joking.
Know, right? No, but that's actually true.
Well,
I've got to get the name of this documentary, but it was like, they will use
text
this
him right now.
I've already texted him. He cannot remember the fucking name.
I'm disappointed. I want to know this documentary too.
Also, I thought one of the funniest stories, this is just reminding me of it. Did anybody see that story about that dude walking around with an 800-year-old mummy in a suitcase?
What?
Yeah.
No.
They catch this guy, right? He's got this 800-year-old mummy in a suitcase.
What?
And then when they asked him, he said it's my girlfriend.
My God.
Let's see. In suitcase.
In suitcase, yeah.
So it was in
carried ancient mummy around in his bag, said it was his girlfriend, and she has a name.
Juanita.
That's Juanita, my girlfriend.
The body is between 600 and 800 years old. Wow. What is the mummified? It's a male.
All right.
How does
his boyfriend?
How does he know that this male, because it's a biological male, identified as his girlfriend?
I'm assuming she's been dead for 800 years, so it's just an object at this point, right?
Just an object. That's how we always treat the women, right? That's not the way it's supposed to be. They're not objects. Can't believe you just said that.
Well, I didn't. I just said that was an object because it's 800 years old.
Okay. All right, we're getting really distracted here, but it's good. Good stuff. Anywho. There's been some interesting stuff happening in the markets. We're going to talk about a few things today. Markets Central. Really, the big news last week was the FTX was supposed to be liquidating all their holdings. How much was it, Michael, total?
I have $1
million a week.
For how many weeks?
Well,
Blake's got it.
Blake's got it.
He's pulling it up.
So here, we can zoom in a little bit.
560 million, is that what it says at the bottom? 1.16 billion. It holds 1.16 billion in Solana. Okay, so it's basically almost $2 billion worth. So
assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum would be subject to limits of 50 million weekly for the first couple of weeks, rising to 100 million weekly after that.
Yeah, I mean, the market will handle that. I mean, the easiest way to make the market handle that is, say, if you make it okay for ETFs, you approve some of these ETFs, SEC should just kind of be like, let's approve the ETFs. Then the market will handle all sorts of selling.
This says they have $1.2 billion in cash on hand.
$3.4 billion sell-off.
Yeah, 3.4 billion in digital assets. They have 1.2 billion in cash. The Solana is worth 1.16 billion, and Bitcoin worth 560 million.
Okay. I mean, it's not. I mean, the Solana one will probably take the biggest hit. Realistically, it depends on how they're going to be, positioning that, because there ain't no Solana ETF coming out. And Sol, I mean, I liked Sol a lot with the, back when we were looking at the market structure of it, but it does not look very pretty.
No,
is it September 3rd or 13th?
13th. So
today.
I think, that was today. And I saw another one today, though, also that basically was saying, let me pull it up. I think they have to, FTX plans to alert trustee before selling its holdings. Let me see what this one said.
Well, regardless how they look at it, so they have one. They've got a plan, 100 million a week. So it's across all the assets itself that they have. The other part is people think it's going to be market sold. Like they're going to wake up on Monday morning and go market sell.
They're going to sell it to BlackRock over OTC.
I mean, it's going to be over the counter. I mean, you're not going to see their sell blocks hitting the exchanges. It's just going to be
going into crypto ETFs across the world. Is what's going to happen.
Exactly.
Well, that's what this one I'm looking at right now is kind of saying is, basically they've come to an agreement with like the U.S. trustee, and FTX has kind of agreed to be kind of unanimous, keeping them privately in the loop. And I would imagine that would allow these bigger financial institutions to swoop it up.
Yeah. Titan asked, he wants to know my thoughts on how much of crypto markets swing based on AI bots. Well, I'll tell you, I think in bear markets or very low liquidity markets, the AI bots are what are in control. That's why traders can actually make money, is because of bots. Whether they're AI or not, I think those are the markets that are going to be there. Now, if you start to bring in actual, AI trading schemes that are coming about, that'll be an interesting dynamic as they start to flow across, because how are they going to react? Is it a reactionary bot, or is it just
a
purely a bot that's running
predictive analysis, right? It's basically saying here's the current market conditions, here's the current condition of this particular asset, and then it will have like a percentage success rate, which it can trade within.
Yep.
And as soon as it clicks over, as soon as its predictive analysis says there's a 90% chance of making money or a 99.9% chance of making money on this particular trade, it'll execute the trade.
Yeah, and I think that realistically, it's exactly right. And a lot of times, it's not as complicated internally with what they use as well. It's more, I mean, some of your larger trading firms may have a more in-depth, trading analysis that goes through, but a lot of these people, they're using just easy shit like a 50-day, 200-day cross. I want to be in, I want to be out. Your massive firms that take these microtransactions, I think it was Robinhood. There was a big deal with Robinhood. They were selling all of your transactions to the people. They made a certain amount of money. It was like it was like 25% of their revenue or some crazy shit when their stuff came out. They're making money off of your trades. So they're not even using bots internally. They're just taking your trades that you do, and they say, oh, he's buying at $15. We're going to sell it to him at $15.10. It's a market buy, right? So we're just going to add that small percentage to it. We bought it from them, we sell it to them, and it goes through in that sense. So, in that idea, they're not even using AI bots. They're just literally buying.
It's like the meta mind of the market is right there in their own house, right?
Yeah,
it's like they're aggregating hundreds of thousands of people's trading, and that's the pulse of the market right there, instantaneous. They're just looking at. I mean, I'm sure their HQ. And their like epicenter kind of screens and trading floor internally at Robinhood is fucking amazing.
I would imagine. I'd love to have that data at my fingertips.
Because they can front load stuff as well. Because they can be like, well, all of a sudden we've seen an uptick of people looking at this stock. They're not trading it yet, but they're looking at it, which means that something's out there.
See, I don't know if those trading firms get that data. They just get the trades. Like they know, and it's
Well,
all
they
done.
Robinhood do through the app for sure. They're
Robinhood
looking at their
for
app.
sure. Robinhood
It's
for
like,
sure.
I look up, I search for an asset. They have that information immediately. They're like, okay, this dude's just.
So what you're telling me is,
and then 10,000 other people search for the same asset within the next within 10-minute window. All of a sudden, ding, 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 ding. Okay, well, we need to prepare positions in this particular asset because the meta mind of the market is acting.
So he goes on to say, he says, building on that, how does the average Joe trader take advantage of this type of market?
That's a you question. I'm not.
They don't. Honestly, like average Joe trader, like they don't. They should stick to the simplicity of buy when an asset is very depressed. If you believe in that asset, whatever it may be, if it's real estate, if it's crypto, if you think that is you've done your research, you love that asset, and it's in a very depressed state, then you buy it, and then you hold it, and you don't trade it until it gets to a point in time where it's gotten to enough. You have to know what is enough, right? Great, you bought Bitcoin at 3K and it went to 60K. Is that enough for you? Is that where you want to be at? Then sell it, right? These markets are, overall markets are up only. They're built to be up only.
Yeah.
So the people that get in trouble, the people that sell because they're afraid, don't put more money in than you can afford.
Yeah.
Do your research, and if you believe in something, then hold on to it. Don't trade it. You're going to lose money if you trade it.
Agreed.
Okay, good.
Not financial advice.
None of this is financial advice, but tell you what, if the NASDAQ, they filed with the SEC to list an Ethereum ETF from a Brazilian asset manager, Hashdex. Regardless, it's the NASDAQ stock exchange filed for this with the SEC. We're starting to see them put in the ETH ETF, right? I think Kathy Wood's ARK put in an ETH ETF. There's a few more that are out there, but
there's another Bitcoin ETF got filed as well.
Yeah, there was
the $1.4 trillion. What's his face? I never remember the freaking name.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday too.
But I think what's really interesting is that these stories go hand in hand with the Senate opening an investigation into why Gary Gensler has got such a hard-on for regulating crypto, and that we had a wonderful discussion about this last night. Not you and me, but me and Michael. In that you look at all these senators, they all want these things to get passed. They want
of course they do.
They're all in bed with BlackRock. They're all in bed with whoever. They have huge financial holdings, and they want exposure to ETH ETFs and BTC ETFs. And they're like, "Why are you such a dick?" Here's Senate investigation into why you're such a dick.
Didn't Coinbase do something yesterday with the SEC? Like they had like a meeting or some live thing that they did yesterday.
I saw something about that. I skim read it.
Did you get on that, Blake? Did you see that?
I'm looking at it I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, he was doing something.
Yeah. It's interesting when you're looking at these, they can tell you where you've been shopping at. Apparently I've been on First Lights hunting apparel. I need some stuff. The season's around the corner.
Is it coming up?
It is, yeah.
Did you get an antelope tag?
Nope. I did not.
I'm not finding it.
I've put in for antelope for 14 years now, I think.
Never got one.
I haven't got one. But I also put in for these places that are like, it's going to take forever to get it. Only because I'm not a big antelope hunter. And so I might as well just wait 20 years and then I'll get it and then go hunt antelope somewhere. So
and it'll be done.
It'll be done.
And then you can check that box.
Elk, deer, and bear. That's my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
That's where I go. So
still haven't got that bear though, huh?
Just waiting. I actually haven't had a tag for a couple years. I've just been going with friends. So but looking at the overall markets, overall, we'll look at Bitcoin, which is basically
is the market.
It is the market for crypto, and realistically, I think we talked about this before. It's what's going to lead the push into this next bull run. I mean, if the ETFs get pushed through, that's a big one.
Yep.
Right? That and a lot of Bitcoin is going to get taken off the markets because of that. I posted this in the Discord. a kind of a convergence is what I called it, and I had been waiting. And before, this actually came down to touch this little trend line, that was, kind of where I was looking. The fact that it amazingly came down at that exact same time on the exact same week was, it doesn't always happen that way, but it just was a place that I was looking and waiting to see, like, okay, this is my zone. It has looked really well so far. I like it. I'm happy. I think if we can break the 30K mark, this is going to be some heavy resistance, but get up through there. It's lights out. Good night, bull run.
Good night, Irene.
Good night, Irene.
Good night, Irene.
My baseball coach used to say that all the time. Somebody hit a good hit. Good night, Irene.
Yeah, very interesting. You're very good at this stuff. You got better and better every year, right?
I do okay.
You do okay.
I do okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, I've been talking about the bottom being in since, November, December of last year. So
I think what's interesting is you're going to get to this period where we're just going to miss these unbelievable flash crashes that just seem to occur for no reason midweek, just out of nowhere. But
you look at you're up, and all of a sudden you're 20% down, 20%, and then up, 20, 30% down. And it's normal in every bull run that we've had. You get these massive dips throughout the run
it's like
up.
An engine trying to start, right?
Yeah. We're still not in up only. I mean, this is a weekly chart, so you can tell we get a big week, and then it's just kind of trickle down. Big week, trickle down. I would assume. I mean, I want to look at this on Coinbase though, because Coinbase has a better spot volume for all this. Let's remove drawings. Let's see the volume on it. Yeah. I mean, realistically, it's just consolidation. This is all just, bringing it together, waiting for the next bull run. Everybody's kind of can hold, building up their coffers.
It's interesting. So you remember we always used to talk about the crypto winters, and they'd be in January, right? Or February. It was February, and then January, and then December, and then November. And it's because the market predicts it, or the market preempts it. They're like, okay, well, I know that this winter's coming in February, so I'm going to sell in January. That precipitates the winter being in January.
Yeah.
And then, consistently year on year, it got earlier and earlier and earlier. I think that bull run part could go earlier than I think people are predicting it. And it's like they're getting caught out, right?
I think so too. And I think it's
because the institutions are what is going to drive it, and you get caught out with it. And when they're ready to say, actually, let's let this thing fly for a bit and see, let's add some value back into the economy.
I'm really curious to see what happens with this one, because the amount of money that could potentially flow in is massive.
It's going to come from institutions, because there's no retail liquidity at all.
Oh yeah.
Look at interest rates, and
retail is always late.
Default values in the US economy specifically, but also globally. That retail liquidity just is not going to be there to support the bull run the way that it maybe did when money was 2%.
And you're exactly right. In the retail, though, they're always late. They're the last people to get in the first in it all anyway. Right?
But this is converse to the conversation we've been having for 3-4 years. Is what's going to lead to it is retail adoption, and now that's been stifled to the point where we can't. It's not going to be that comes and follows through on the bull run. It's not going to be this huge retail adoption of crypto, because there just isn't the money in the economy out there to do it. But we've always said that's what's going to make crypto legit. And
right, the retail adoption.
Yeah,
you have to have it. That's why we liked Web3 gaming, right? Like that was one of the big things that kind of pushed the idea that it could be an easy adoption. If only we could get the people to do it the right way, it would be great. So, I mean, I'm just going to pull up a few charts. ETH looks like shit. If I was being completely honest here, I would not want to be in ETH right now. That looks bad. That's gross. Let's look at Sol, just because they're going to sell a bunch. Yeah, like Sol looks like crap. Let's look at Doge. Doge looks like a bouncing ball edition, like it's about ready to fall off the cliff again. I mean, this could be the Bitcoin actually looks decent. That's the sad part. I guess it looks very I don't know. Doesn't look half bad. It looks more of like you're kind of in a range. You're going to be in a range, but I don't know. shit doesn't look good. Look at Gala.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks like a dead coin coming.
Ouch. I mean, I want to put this up because it shows KuCoin.
I mean, I think the fear here is, the rapid decline to sub-zero is.
It's imminent. Honestly, when you look at this chart and you look at like where it's at and everything that's going on, unless they fix the bullshit that's happening right now.
Which, I mean, I can't say anything, but you know what I want? I want
I want resolution.
I want a change in leadership.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are talking about that same thing, change in leadership.
Yeah. I think it's time. It's not like it is precipitated by the legal actions and you can't have a well-functioning organization when the very top of it isn't functioning. And so, but it is time. 4 or 5 years in is a great time to freshen up a little bit, get some new blood in there, sort of drive.
Get an actual board of directors.
Get a board of directors, maybe regularize your structure and sort of, take what's been built and build more on it.
Mm-hmm.
I think so too, and I think this is kind of the precipice of that. When you're getting the 88% of the company in terms of holdings between the two of them, each owning 44%, they can't figure their shit out together.
Nope.
That I think it's time, and they're just mudslinging right now, like throwing stuff back and forth, and it's time to step aside.
There's a theory out there that's different to that, which is that this could be somewhat intentional in terms of reducing the overall value of the company.
Interesting.
So,
that would be an interesting theory. What would that benefit?
Depends on if somebody was looking to buy a substantial amount of the company, which would be, because it's tokenized, would like shares.
Like the company's tokenized, but the company's not tokenized.
The company is.
It's not
token.
It's no. The company is not. The company is actually
shares. You cannot separate the two.
You actually can't. They actually have, because they've created the blockchain, the actual blockchain company out of Switzerland or whatever.
BGP.
It is. No, BGP was like the original company itself. Like
it's an invalid company, I think. I know we're getting into some really deep weeds here, but what I'm saying is that if somebody wanted to control the coffers of Gala, the Gala token is the coffers that's the cash assets of the business, and you would have to pay a certain amount of money for those to be transferred to a new ownership group of some sort. Therefore, there would be some benefit in making sure that was lower.
Well, let me throw something out at you that debunks that entire thing. If it's not internal of them doing it, unless it's internal, the company themselves doing it so they can hold it themselves. The external side, all that the company would do if they noticed that somebody was doing that is they would make a new chain, or they would make a new token, just like they did with V2. I mean, that was the whole.
I think you're missing the point a little bit.
Okay, what am I missing?
I don't necessarily want to get into it on this podcast.
Okay.
I should talk about it offline. But you are missing a critical piece of the pie here.
Okay. We should have talked about this beforehand, so I could have been on the same
page.
Same
well, maybe we'll just do another podcast next week.
I think we should.
Michael says that he cannot find it. He watched it on a plane. The documentary about the alien story conspiracy.
Say bullshit, do better, please. I will. Sorry, folks. This has become very important.
So, the alien thing?
Stop. Of course. This is what we started off with. We got to know,
right?
Inquiring minds want to know.
I will find it. I will get it, and next week I'll come back and we'll do a podcast and we can talk about.
Well, next week we'll talk a little more in depth about conspiracy theories along the lines of who's trying to control who and what and where and how are they buying all the Gala. So what you're telling me is, let's get it down to zero, and if I buy all of Gala, I own Gala. Done. I'm in.
Okay.
Buy it.
Okay. Buy it.
All right.
Yes. Hang on. Somebody's asking a question. All right.
A couple other things we want to talk about. Remind me, Blake. We went over on.
We talked a little bit about Hashdex.
Yeah, we talked about.
I know you kind of briefly touched on the NASDAQ side of things. Then there was the whole.
There's a really interesting story right there. SEC goes after Stoner Cat's NFT show.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
what we talk about
Ashton
actually.
Kutcher, who's
I have it.
this week.
That's exactly what we were going to talk about too. That was on there. So the interesting part with this is they basically they raised $8 million in just 30 minutes or something like that, and the SEC is going after the $8 million plus a $1 million fine. Essentially, is what they're doing. Is what I read. So they sold them all in 35 minutes, $800 each. Let's see here.
Because Ashton Kutcher has been in and around NFTs for a bit.
Oh yeah,
right. Him and Mila Kunis were 3, 4, 5 years ago, maybe. Were putting out stuff.
Well, it's interesting that they.
Oh, you did. Look at that. That just reminded me. Tom Brady. What happened to Tom Brady's freaking NFT company? What was that called? Was it called Autograph or something? Or
Autograph. I know he was doing something.
Shit, I bought a bunch of those.
Did you?
I did.
Yeah, it was Autograph.
I wonder if they're worth anything.
No,
probably not.
Nothing. Everything's dead. Crypto's dead right now.
NFTs
dude.
are dead. That's for sure.
I'll buy them from you right now.
Okay.
Whatever.
Make me an offer.
$5.
No. I'd rather keep my Tom Brady platinum.
1 billion MOG. Should we? All right.
It's time.
What time is it?
MOG time.
It's a MOG time.
Blake, I swear I'm going to send you some.
I know. Nate texted me this morning about it, and I was like, short timing.
I know. I don't think.
Can you not put them on digitally? Can you not have?
Yeah, right.
Is there like a filter?
Where's your filter feed on there for your MOG glasses?
Filters?
How they don't have that already built into the site? I'm disappointed.
What I'm going to need is some Pit Vipers that have my prescription in them. Because I can see that TV when I have these on.
Oh, we just got to talk about MOG only just a short time frame. So
okay, well, I can't
put
see the chart, so I don't know if I'm going to make money on MOG or not.
No.
No?
You're not going to make money. You're going to make jets and you're going to make islands.
Jets and islands?
Jets and islands.
I could sell those for money.
You could.
Sweet.
MOG, as everybody's listening, it's a shitcoin. Absolute and utter shitcoin. But I own some. Michael owns some. We do little things like I'll give you 1 billion MOG for your Tom Brady autograph.
Yeah.
So and actually
might be a really screwy.
Hey, are we doing the draft tomorrow, Blake?
I still haven't heard back from. We need a couple more people still.
Okay, people. Here's it is. We're gonna do a fantasy football season. We're a week late, which is fine. Nobody really cares. We're not.
I'll take Aaron Rodgers.
Done.
He was actually my fantasy quarterback in my other league.
Are you fucking kidding me?
But I was playing against someone with Joe Burrow who didn't score anything, so I still won.
Yeah, but who do you have for your backup?
I have Geno Smith was on my bench, but luckily I took 2 really good tight ends really quickly just for trade power, and so I need to package together a little trade deal and try to snag someone's quarterback.
So here's the thing: we're doing a fantasy football, just football league through the Discord. You have to be in the Discord to be a part of it because there's gonna be shit talking going on. But I'm just putting up some MOG for the rewards. What did we say it was? Was it 10 billion for the winner?
I think so.
10 billion MOG for the winner, 5 for second place, and 1 or 2.
I'll put 10 million BOG up.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn, we just doubled the pot right there, folks.
10 million BOG.
Oh, 10 million
BOG.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is BOG token? Is BOG a token?
It is.
There's no way it's not.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, every word possible is now a token. So
it is. We just have to make him again. It's the BOG 2.0.
BOG.
But
Tits V2.
Every podcast you talk about Tits V2.
Yeah.
Every
I still
podcast.
have a Tits V2 bag. At one point, that thing's gonna pop.
So yeah, we want some fantasy football players. We're gonna do the draft tomorrow. You can auto draft if you want, or we're gonna do the draft live.
I'm gonna need to do
tomorrow.
that because the only football player I know is Aaron Rodgers.
It's fine.
He's out
Just
for the rest
hit
of the
auto
season.
draft. It'll pick the best player in the order for you.
Okay.
You're fine. So
Perfect.
we'll get the link up today. So we can get everybody to sign up and get in there. Otherwise, we're gonna live stream it, just the draft process tomorrow.
It's actually not true. I do know that other guy, Mahomes or whatever his name is.
Patrick Mahomes.
Can I get him?
You can, yeah. You can totally get him.
Right.
There's a lot of other players though.
Is there?
There's a lot. There's whole teams.
Who's the kid who played for Oregon? He's at the Rams now, I think.
No, he's.
Are you talking about Herbert?
Yeah,
Chargers,
Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert. Yeah, he's Chargers.
Chargers. That's right. Yeah,
he's legit.
He is legit. I watched his game on Sunday. And he was playing real well.
He's a good player. He's a good player.
I liked him too.
Mog token. Where's it going? I don't know.
It looks kind of floating along.
It's just floating. It's just same with
the
volume.
It's such a low value coin. That range is, that's actually a pretty big range for a coin that was so worthless.
Well, and it's still new. It's only been out for a short time frame. I don't even know
what.
what.
Take these off.
Okay, we'll take them off. But I want to see.
I can't see
what's the actual market cap now? Market cap's 9 million. So it's actually, I'm actually surprised. It's just been decreasing lower and lower.
I don't think it's it hasn't decoupled from the market necessarily.
No. Well,
it just hasn't found
technically
any traction yet.
It actually kind of does. Whenever stuff's kind of going up, it seems to kind of go sideways and down. Although that does not. Never mind. I'm full of shit. Don't listen to what I just said.
I'm not sure that that's necessarily true either.
That is just completely false. All right, I want to pull it up here on the token god mode.
Well, Nansen.
A little Nansen, yeah. So look at the distribution of the token itself. So Uniswap, high balance guy here. So Token Millionaire. So you're looking at 3%. These people own 2 to 3%. I mean, it's still concentrated if somebody owns 3%. That's still quite a bit, but it's a lot better than some other tokens that are out there. Like
that Pepe Inc.eth wallet right there.
Right here?
Yeah. Is that actually Pepe token?
I don't think so.
No. It's only got 1,000. It's got 0.6 ETH in it.
He definitely had a decent amount of Pepe in there, though.
Yeah.
He liked his Pepe.
770 million.
Well, so when you talk about shit coins and stuff, it's actually good to see if you're playing the meme coin bullshit game, because it's completely gambling and completely bullshit, just so everybody knows that. It is good to see that those other meme coins are buying into this token itself and accumulating it for the long run. So depending on where it goes, who knows? But I'm playing it. I made my money back already, just so everybody knows too. I posted in the Discord, like this was a while ago when we pumped up here.
Yep.
I got my money back. So everything I own in MOG is just house money, just letting it roll. So let's see what we can do. Let's see. We got a couple more things I want to touch on, and then we go out there. We got tomorrow at 2:00. We're doing a Twitter Spaces with Jesse and Seed Starter
Collective and Real Collective.
Mainly Gala Collective, but we'll talk about the Real Collective on there as well. See if we can't get I think we should do a full separate one with the Real Collective, because there's a lot more information on that one. But we're going to talk about Seed Starter, what they're doing, obviously with the Gala Collective, kind of how we're pushing forward with stuff and what we want to see and how we're going to operate. So that should be interesting. That's tomorrow at 2 Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
It's Pacific, right, Blake?
I think it is.
I'll be playing golf.
How could you be playing golf? You didn't invite me.
I'm playing golf with Elizabeth.
Oh, okay.
You weren't invited because I'm playing golf with somebody else.
I'm upset. I'm upset.
You're upset?
No, I'm actually not. I actually have a lot I'm doing this week, so it's kind of a crazy week. So it's okay. I forgive you. But we'll play next week.
Okay.
So we got that going on tomorrow. We're gonna get the draft live. We got to obviously work it around the 2:00 time frame, Blake. But
yeah, so we'd either need to do it. We'd probably need to do it before or right after, if we're gonna do it before the Thursday night game.
Oh yeah, so let's do it before.
Okay. Yeah, I got it all set up. Once I know how many teams we're gonna have, I can finalize it and post the link, and we can go from there.
I'll post the link, and then because you can adjust the teams if we don't get enough in there. Either way, we'll get it out there. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Vikings Eagles, right? Is Thursday night's game.
It's Thursday night game, yeah. Look, how have you not bought this token? How do you not own the Bog token?
Bogdanov?
Yeah, dude.
They should fucking give me it. I don't need to buy it. They should just give me some of it.
You are
dilute valuation is 140,000, and there's 299 billion of them.
You are the Bogdanov king.
Yeah, they should just give me that stuff.
I want to see what the actual distribution is. This in here. This is live. This might be my next shitcoin.
What a pretty chart.
Well, how long has it been around? Let's see here.
This year.
Since April.
Yeah, I'm not buying that.
38% is in Uniswap. With it's fairly distributed outside of the Uniswap pool. I mean, again, at 2%. I don't know what it does. It does nothing. Like, I don't even know why I asked that question. Regardless,
we might be able to use it for plastic surgery.
You get a discount.
Yeah, get a discount if you pay in Bogdanov.
Smiling Monster. I see you said you want to make Gala more useful. I agree. They talk it. There's nothing that's implementing it. They need to do a lot of things with the token itself. You know, go back to the original. Use it in the damn game.
Mm-hmm.
You got Rethink Theory is talking about leadership changes should reflect a solid roadmap that shows exactly how and when they plan to centralize. Actually, you know what? Didn't Brink promise a roadmap before the actual node vote? Right?
He did.
Before the last node vote, he said we were going to get the actual roadmap. What happened to that? I mean, not surprised there. There's always stuff going on, but damn, I agree.
Apparently, Chris Fisher is listening to us right now.
No, that's good. It's about time.
I saw his daughter got dropped off at kindergarten this morning.
Yeah,
and she was having a little bit of a rough time. It was very sweet.
Oh, yeah, he's got cute kids.
Oh, his daughter is adorable.
I think if we should definitely be doing a podcast with Devin and Chris.
Yeah, Devin is actually asking if we're available.
We can go meet up after this.
12.
We can go meet up after this. We'll go chat with him after this.
Okay.
We'll try to get something together next week for the Real Collective, because that's going to go live. That's the next little venture that we have that we're working on for Seed Starter. That'll be a fun one. Devin and Chris, they're the artists behind it all. They're the videographers, the people behind, the actual stuff that gets made on a lot of that, and understand, what's missing in the entirety of that whole industry. So they have a lot of good information that they want to put out, and it'll be great to sit down and talk with them and get the idea of what that's going to be. So that's another cool one that's there. So,
I had lunch with Brandon Eastman yesterday.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to get together with that.
Mm-hmm.
He's got his little project,
Blockchain Cartel.
Yeah, the Blockchain Cartel.
It's done, apparently.
It is. We talked. I mean, they changed a lot from when we talked about that from beforehand. They moved from purely a gambling site to. It actually reminds me more of PokerGo. What Gala has going with PokerGo and how it's operating a little bit internally. So, but they have some fun stuff. I think as they expand, we'll probably do a podcast with them too. Bring them.
You should. He actually really impressed me yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. Super smart.
So I know you were hesitant, much like I was.
A little bit, but yeah, he was impressive yesterday.
Yeah, we'll bring him in, talk about it. I know they have some cool ideas. So, and they actually have some really. I like the team.
I do too. Yeah, I like the team a lot.
Yeah, good guys.
Anyway, he said some super smart stuff. So
good stuff. He actually had old Gala employee helping him out for a little while.
Still does.
Is he? Oh, yep. Good. Well, let's wrap it up. Unless there's something else we want to talk about, we'll wrap this bad boy up and come back with some new stuff. Just
end on the aliens from Mexico again, because I just want to see them one more time.
Obviously. It is. Let's see if I
They
can
are
pause it.
beings, not part of our terrestrial evolution. Wow.
I'll pause it on the close up when they get close to it. I mean, I don't know. What is this a deep fake? Am I getting
Am
I getting scammed right now?
A governmental level deep fake.
Is there a Mexican alien token I can buy?
Yeah.
Not yet, probably, but there will be today.
Is it called Mextraterrestrial?
Oh,
get it.
Oh,
Get it.
that was awesome.
But they are beings that were buried in mines. I don't know, man. These things are 1,000 years old. Maybe it was a human that they just like buried him in some weird thing that smashed their skull.
Yeah,
where's the
they're
DNA?
like really just fucked up twins or something. And then...
Did they do any DNA analysis on these guys? I mean, come on. I want more information. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, have a great rest of your day, and we'll be back tomorrow. Like I said, Twitter Spaces at 2:00, and that'll be a good one. So, take care.
See you guys.
See ya.